Hello, good morning everybody. I just came back from the post office and I'd like to show you what I got today, this morning. I just picked this up 5 minutes ago. Also in this video I'd like to show you a couple of things that I bought lately. You know, in the last week, you know, stuff that came in by post. And this tape by Blue Oyster Cult that I bought on a second-hand market. Just for €1, still sealed. And this was the one that was missing in my collection, because I don't know if you remember, but I showed all my Blue Oyster Cult records, and this was missing. You know, so I'm quite happy with this one. And I've been playing so much stuff. I mean, lately I've been playing a lot of 80s stuff again, because sometimes for maybe for a month I don't play any 80s, because I'm maybe playing a lot of death metal, black metal, thrash metal, and then you know, I just leave the 80s a little bit to one side. But lately I've been really spinning a lot of 80s records, and that's what I'm going to show you, and some more newer albums too. Let's start with Tank. I've been playing most of the records by Tank, and this is a live album that was recorded in '97. You know, when some of the original band members like Algie Ward and Cliff Evans came back, and they formed Tank again after some years without activity. And this is a great live record. You know, really cool live recording with some of my favorite songs by the band, like Honor and Blood, Power of the Hunter, Echoes of a Distant Battle. I've been playing Kick X, Rock the World. This was the third record. I always confuse this album because this sounds more like the debut album than their second record. You know, Welcome to the Club, their second album, has a more commercial production. And this one sounds more raw, like the Wise's record, you know, like the debut album. But I always confuse this, and I always think this is the second album. But of course, this is the third album. Good Canadian band. I also played this one by Jade, fronted by a female vocalist, Sweet Mary Black. I think the postman came. Wait, I come back soon. Okay, sorry about this. I thought it was the postman because I'm waiting for one more package, but finally he made a mistake and he was asking for somebody else. Okay, this one, Jade, If You Are Man Enough. This is cool, hard and heavy album. You know, it's a really good album. This is also a Canadian band, Jade. Then I played this one, Genghis Khan and Killers. These are pre-Tokyo Blade days. You know, before the name of the band was Genghis Khan. First Killers and then Genghis Khan. And this is such a great release with loads of demo songs, you know, some singles. A very good sounding record. It's a must-have on High Roller Records. I listened also to Battlezone because Scott Waters was showing this. And I thought I'm gonna play them, Children of Madness and their debut album. And their debut album, to me, it's a lot better than their second album. This is such a great record with Welcome to the Battlezone, Feel the Rock, In the Darkness. This is great, and it's signed by Paul Di'Anno himself. Because when I went to see him live, maybe around 10 years ago, or a little longer, then he signed this record for me. I also listened to Law of Tokyo Blade, because after listening to the demos, I really wanted to listen to Law of Tokyo Blade, and I played this EP. A 6-song EP. And this also came out like a 3-song EP, maxi single, and a 4-song EP, and a 5-song EP. I think there's 5 different editions on different record labels. And this is the 6-song EP on Banzai Records. You know, Lee showed a lot of Banzai Records releases. And this is combined with Banzai Records and Polygram. I listened quite a lot of times to this record, Brighton Rock, their second record, because this is the first album. I also play this one again. This one I already had it in my collection for maybe 15 years. But this one I bought it lately from a friend. And this is also a very, very good album. I mean, I love the song Can't Stop the Earth from Shaking. And that song reminds me of some White Cross, you know, strange enough. Reminds me of White Cross, very good. I also listened to this one by Fastway. Nice melodic hard rock. Of course, I like the one that followed this album more, the Trick or Treat soundtrack. But this one is not bad. From '86. Then I played Ozzy Osbourne, No More Tears, no. The Ultimate Sin. Of course, great songs on this one, like Never, The Ultimate Sin, Secret Loser. It's such a great record too. Great White. I played their second record. More melodic than the first one. More commercial, you know, sounding record. But it still has some great songs. And I listened to a lot of Tigers of Pengtang. For example, I listened to this one. That sounds very commercial. Doesn't really sound like old Tigers of Pengtang. But that's why it's not so good. I mean, it's not bad, but I would give it 3 stars out of 5. But this one that I've been playing this morning, this one, the debut album, it's such a great album. I mean, if you take the singer away from this record, Jess Cox, and you put Paul Di'Anno when he was 20 years old singing the songs on this album, then you get a record like Iron Maiden and Killers. Because a lot of the riffs, you know, could have been on those 2 albums by Iron Maiden. And also the bass sounds very much like Steve Harris. My favorite song maybe on this record would be Insanity. That's also the longest track on this record. With more than 6 minutes. It's just an insane great song, Insanity. Okay, I've been listening to a lot of CDs too. I also played this vinyl. This is Mantic Ritual. This is the only record they released on Nuclear Blast and High Roller Records, Executioner. And this is from 2009. And this is a must-have if you're into thrash metal. All the songs are great. All the songs are just amazing. I really love this album. Okay, because I listen to a lot of Tokyo Blade, I also listen to Shogun. You know, when because the singer of this record of this band, Andy Marsh, he was the singer of Tokyo Blade. He's on the debut album and on the first singles, etc. But later, when they recorded Night of the Blade, the second record, just when they finished the record off already with his vocals, they decided to kick him out, and they got a new singer in the band. And then he formed Shogun. That's why the Night of the Blade record, the official release, is with a different singer, not with Alan Marsh. But later, that album was, I mean, the original recordings of the Night of the Blade from '84 was released for the first time, I think maybe 10 years ago, on Zoom Records. And this also came out on Zoom Records. This is of course a re-release on CD, and this is such a great album. I mean, this should have been the 3rd album by Tokyo Blade, because this sounds very much like Night of the Blade. Maybe a little bit more commercial, but still, it's got a lot of heavy metal on this record. On the second Shogun, they became more commercial. Another record I listened to quite often the last week is this one by Quiet Riot, with some new songs, you know, at least they were new when this came out, this CD, maybe like 12 years ago, on X-Killer, plus some re-recordings. I think this came out in 1999 actually. And here we have of course re-recorded versions on Sign of the Time, Wealth and the Young, Come On Feel the Noise, great release. I listened to this one by Virgin Steel from '93. Not heavy metal like they did before. This is more hard rock, like melodic hard rock. You know, still a good album, but I was disappointed when this came out, because I remember when I bought it when it came out, and I was quite disappointed with this record because I expected another Noble Savage, but finally it was not like that. You know, this sounds more like hard rock. I listened to Omen, the best of Omen. You know, you can't get wrong with Omen. This is on Metal Blade Records, and this is a limited edition on the classic series that came out maybe 15 years ago. Then I listened to April Wine. This is from the mid-80s. A lot of people don't care about the mid-80s April Wine, but I think they still release some cool records. More melodic than the early days, but still good. Then I also watched this one by Europe, with all the video clips on it. This is a DVD with a lot of bonus material, you know, from '82, when they were a real heavy metal band. You know, they were as heavy as the early Tool on the 20 Volt, for example, or Mindless Sinner, or Mad Max early days. You know, they were a really heavy metal band. But later, of course, they changed into more commercial. I still like the commercial stuff too, like Carrie, Cherokee, Superstitious, Open Your Heart. Open Your Heart is an old song, but it was re-recorded years later. But still, anyway, this is a great DVD for any Europe fans. Video clips and a lot of bonus stuff. I also watch, again, this DVD by Kiss. You know, that brings you the history from, let's say, 95 till 2000 or 1999, you know, that era, you know, when they came back together. Then I played Back in Black by AC/DC. You cannot go wrong with this one. And I also listened to some thrash metal from China. This band is Explosicum, and the name of the record is Conflict from 2008. This is a Chinese thrash metal band. I listened to the Bloodbath Nightmares Made Flesh records, some death metal. Actually, I played this maybe 2 weeks ago, because for the last week I've been playing hard rock, heavy metal all the way, you know. I also listened to Cenotaph, Rock is the Force. This is an EP with 7 songs. I don't know if you can call it an EP, but it's got 7 songs. Great album, really, with a female vocalist. New wave of traditional heavy metal with some speed metal. And I listened to Waltz. This is an old new wave of British heavy metal record. I mean, this was of course a re-release. This came original out in '82. And maybe re-released 10 years ago. You know, it's not bad. It's like, it's more like early Samson, Vardis, you know, bands like that. You know, like still with a lot of 70s influences. Good, this is the stuff I've been listening to. Now I want to show a couple of things I bought lately. Okay. Yeah, I will show everything. This is the best of Journey. I just found this in a shop near my town. And this is, you know, like a compilation from 1991. And this says here, not for sale. And also there's a couple of mistakes on this one. For example, Journey is written different, like wrong. Plus, all this information you can see here got nothing to do with Journey. This is about a different band. It's crazy. It's totally wrong done. This compilation. It's crazy, and it's still on Sony Music. So it's amazing how they could make this mistake. Aborted. Global Flatline. I already own this on vinyl, but I thought I'm gonna buy it on CD. It's a great record if you're into brutal death metal. On Earth. This is also a good album. Like it has a little bit of metalcore, but it's more thrash metal really. The Oncoming Storm. Then I bought this one, Burial, Relinquished Souls. This is a death metal, of course, released from the Netherlands. And this originally it came only out on CD and on tape, never on vinyl. And now for the first time, like 2 years ago, it was re-released on Vic Records. And this is a Dutch death metal classic. You know, I really like these re-releases. I also bought one by Dissect, also a cool band from the Netherlands that released an album in '93, and now it has been re-released. And this one is also re-released just lately. I didn't play it yet because I've been playing this older stuff, but I knew about this because somebody recorded me a tape back when this record came out. So I know about this record, but I'm very happy to have it on vinyl. And then, going back to the hard rock, hard and heavy, Billy the Kid. Somebody of the VC showed this record. I never saw this record in my life. That's why when the guy showed it on the VC, I don't remember who it was. Then I checked it on YouTube and I really liked it. It's some songs are heavier and some songs are very melodic, but it's a good record from '85, I think it is. Yes, from '85 on MCA Records. Good. This is some stuff I got, and now I'm going to open this packet. I hope so this video is not getting too long. Scissors, I got the scissors here. I got this from a Spanish shop called Shop Records. Shop Records, no. Yeah, Shop Circus. In the description I will put a link. I paid for all this, everything you will see in here, only 30 euros, including shipping. You know, to my town. So I think it's quite a good price. They have some expensive things too, but they also have some offers sometimes. And let's look what's in here, because I don't really remember it very well. Oh yeah, a nice t-shirt. Cavalera Conspiracy. This beautiful packed thing. I really like the two first albums by Calavera Conspiracy. But I thought I'm going to buy this t-shirt. And it looks very, very nice, this t-shirt, I think. They just released the third record, but I didn't buy it yet. Cavalera Conspiracy. Inflictor 2008. And this, of course, is from the Inflicted album. You know, when they were touring for that record. Very good quality. I think I paid 5 euros for this one. You know, it's a very good offer. Let me see. Let me see what's in here. Okay, this is their booklet the Shop Circus have. You can see what they have for sale here. See? Oh yes, the new Sodom, Sacred Warpath, an EP, 4-song EP, with one new song and then also some live tracks from the song, for example, The Soul of the Law or Stigmatize. Stigmatize is a great song that came on the last album by Sodom. It's one of the best songs they released in the last 10 years. And this is on SPV. This also came out on vinyl, but I bought it on CD, Sodom. I got a poster here. I don't know what this is about, because I didn't order any poster. Machine Head. This is kind of a promo poster where they show their latest record. I got it for free because I didn't order any poster. Let me see what's more in here. Ooh. One more booklet. Oh, this is another one. Actually, there's some CDs missing here. I ordered some more things. I thought it was going to be around 40 euros, and finally it was 33, because I think one CD is missing. 32 I paid finally for this. Yeah, this is Cyclone, Disintegrate, Death Metal, on Back on Black Records. This is a Gatefold. Cyclone, you know, they've been active for a couple years, you know, maybe for more than 10 years. Close to 15 years, and I think this is the 4th or 5th record. Cyclone, Death Metal, not bad. And Tank, the latest record by Tank. I mean, this is a different Tank as the one that released War Machine, for example. This is the Tank with Algie Ward on it. You know, he does all the instruments and the vocals on this record. Also on Back on Black, 180 gram, limited edition, colored vinyl. And this is a gatefold too. You know, I always like to buy everything I can by Tank, because, you know, they're one of my favorite bands. This one is from 2013. It doesn't have great reviews on the net, but I think I will find a couple of good songs on this. Okay, this is everything I want to show. I hope so you like this video. And there's more videos to come, of course, like always. Stay heavy forever, brothers and sisters.